Italy is so gorgeous.
Yo, dude, literally every time I played that level, I would tell people to meet me down in the fucking toilet. I'd be like, if you're a real man, you'd meet me in the fucking toilet and get your ass kicked. And then I would just die instantly when anybody would go down there. Have you guys seen Doom on the pregnancy test?
No,
Yes.
really?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
it's
What?
That's
awesome.
amazing.
So many people are like, yes! Like, so many
The
people are like,
person just heard
yeah.
Doom on a
Oh, it's
pregnancy
like it's in
test
my
and left.
folder.
Search.
You scared someone. You scared someone with this.
Yeah. All right. So, I guess we can start talking.
Let's go to after 8.
So we do this. Every year, and this is the fourth. This is the third one that we've done, right? Because it's the fourth year of development. We didn't do one the first year, so this is the third one.
I thought we did.
No, we didn't, because we started.
This counts as the fourth recording I've done now.
Is it the fourth one? How is that
Yeah,
possible?
we did one at 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year. Chuck, are you unfamiliar with the concept of what 0 is?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so it's the yeah. I mean,
I've lost all ability at basic math
feel ya.
completely and entirely.
I don't know what
So
the
I don't
fuck
blame
is even
Chuck,
happening
because
anymore.
I couldn't give a good answer either.
So
This is the first one.
yo, dude, did you guys know that a Nintendo Wii came out 48 years ago?
Welcome to my cognitive decline.
Yeah. So we're 4 years in, and we've got a lot of really good updates. We've got something special to show everybody that we'll show here first, and then we will show again tomorrow. We're gonna keep this one really candid. We'll talk about we'll just give updates about stuff that we've been doing as developers on this game, and on pretty much anything. If anyone has anything to share about like their experiences throughout the year, because we've been doing Flipside stuff, but all of us have been doing other stuff too, which has been really cool. Everybody's got a little something to share, I'm sure. And then we'll talk about what our goal is now. I do want to say that we've had a massive push this year, so like a lot of work has got done on the game, like a lot more work has gotten done on the game within the past year, and it's putting us in a good position. We've got the Steam page, obviously, and we're just kind of like putting together the assets. Joe and Hex can talk about the stuff that they've been doing. You guys know my deal. I haven't written anything for this game in almost 4 years. So there's not much that I can talk about, but what I can talk, I can show off some music like in full.
You got
I
some
can
fun
show
sound
like
effects.
well, I made those sound effects like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. So but some sound effects are good.
2022, February.
Yeah, wet fart is in there. Fart with
Mhm.
reverb is in there. Vine boom is in there. Bed sheets, I have them. I
see if
fucking
you
did
get
those
the
bed
insane-
sheets.
Dude, we have a fart in there, and one day I was just like, I'm gonna set this as the death sound, so every time I play test.
Yeah.
It's just like
No wonder I've
you
heard
know.
it so often.
Yeah. So yeah, we've been everybody's been doing really well, and at the same time, like besides Flipside, like this was just a year for like making a lot of shit. Like all of us, like I can obviously speak for myself, but like I think everybody on the team has done like some other creative thing that has really like either taken up a lot of peach, has taken up a lot of time in a good way. Like everybody's just been like making stuff. Kaim's been doing stuff. Lucille has been making a lot of stuff, but a lot of stuff that she had let me know that like can't necessarily be shown, because it's all like stuff that you're gonna have to see when you play in the game. But rest
I'll
assured,
talk
like
about it vaguely later.
Yeah,
But yeah,
sure.
you don't expect a lot of visual stuff from me directly, but you will see some things
Yeah.
technically that I've made.
So tonight, what I want to do is try and focus on I really just like Q&A after we do some discussion about some of the things that we've been up to. So I'm talking. I can go first and let you guys know what I've been up to. But I'll try to keep it brief, and then somebody else can take over. Probably the most important things. We moved Kayam from across the country. Kayam signs a lease like this week, so they're good. They're getting apartmented. They're gonna be like literally.
Coolest
Oh,
shit
yeah.
ever. I
Yeah.
am so glad
That's
that
so
they're
good.
here. We
They're
all got
gonna
to meet the
Yeah.
other month. Oh my god, there's goofy
so
images.
fun.
Maybe we
They're-
can finally like format those in a way that we can actually share one of them or
Yeah.
something, because they're really fun.
So Kayam's been working really hard. Sorry, go ahead, Kayam.
Yeah, we met.
Wait, am I talking?
Yeah,
Like,
you
just
go. Wait.
picture of us in height order, like it's a prom
I
photo.
got it.
Yeah,
all
you
in
could.
one. I'm really
Oh,
You
fun.
could talk.
Oh no, I gotta talk. No, but
You're fine.
it's been thinking about it, it's only been like what, 2 months, right? That I've like been here. But it's been, dude,
At most.
a lot has happened in this 2 months. Like I've been working on like a lot of like stuff. I've been getting a couple gigs. I've been working my butt off at my my 30-hour plus job. But all in all, I do not regret the decision that I made coming into here, even though it was very like I mean, it's a lot. Yeah. This is like something like a decision that's like a very big like change in my life that I have no prior knowledge or like experience beforehand. But like I do still say that like I'm very grateful, I'm very lucky, and I'm very happy. I think this is the most happiest that I've been so far. Like just having this kind of like opportunity. So I can't thank Chuck and Co enough for all that's like happened. But yeah, like we are setting to sign the lease this week, which is like super awesome. I literally have no mattress, so we might be floor sleeping for a bit. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if we'd be floor sleeping, but yeah, I'm just super excited. And what's great is that like we were able to find, I have a roommate, so me and my roommate were able to find a place um to that is close to Chuck, actually. So me and Chuck will legit just be neighbors.
That's
I
awesome.
I will be like literally just like a couple minutes away from him. I'm literally just gonna like walk to his house basically because we're that close.
Yeah, they're gonna
That's
annex my shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
I could
so
also
easy.
bike too. That's been my mode of transportation late ever since I got here, was just biking a lot. Which is like, you know what? It's actually nice because like everything's like literally like a 15-minute like bike ride away, which is nice. Everything's close by, like grocery store, my job.
And it's fairly flat
Um
too. That's my problem. I live in an
no,
area with like a lot of
no,
sort
there's
of hills happening. Oh no.
There's hills. There's hills I gotta
No.
go. But okay, but listen, my
I can
thighs
I
do
can
get
walk
thick all
down. I
over.
can walk down to the library or whatever, but I'm not coming back.
You can only what comes up must come down. No, but like I mean I've been getting beefed, like my legs, they're getting thicker now because of all my bike riding. Because I ride like a single gear.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. I've been riding my single geared Hatsune Miku bike like to and from work, these past 2 months. So uh I mean I guess it beats me like going to the gym. But like that's for like leg stuff. I'm very limpy on like upper body strength, but
Mhm.
but but yeah, like that's kind of like what's been going on. Like super super excited, super happy. I got a lot of like offers. um I've been getting mad bank and my thighs be getting thicker. So hee.
Nice. So
Nice.
Kaim gave you the update. I wrote an entire soundtrack for another game, Eulogy of an Insect. It's I hate to say it, so much time has passed. But it like Flipside is great. It's amazing work and it's awesome, but like, Eulogy is like it's the best thing that I've made to date. It's really good. That's not to naysay my work on Flipside, but like Flipside was end of phone era. So, I was still working
Got that
within like
particular feel
severe
to it.
limitations. It's just it's more fleshed out. And
I think
mixed
that the flip
mixed
side
differently.
OST is like
Yeah, the flip side OST is
its
good. Yeah,
identity is really good. Each
it's
individual
it's
song
it's
is
really, yeah.
very standout.
I the flip side OST had to
Love it.
happen for me to be able to do the stuff that I'm doing now, and so like you'll definitely hear like the most important thing that I tried to get myself not to do this year was to go in and remaster everything and remix everything because if I had done that, um, you know, I I would have. I feel like I would have regretted it. Like if I had gone back and remixed and remastered. I need to be able to show a trajectory of growth. That's like a very important thing to me. Um, and that's just a thing that happened. I started work April 2nd, and I finished just after the 1st of September. So it was like just about 6 months worth of work. It was like 1 to 2 pieces per week. I remember I took a week off for a family vacation, and I took or like a few days off for a family vacation, and I think I was sick or had like some health issues 1 week. So I didn't really miss any time. Um, I'm working on Hylix 3. I'm sure all of you would be happy to know that. I've posted some snippets. I have all but abandoned my Twitter account. So if you want updates on what I'm doing or you want to see all the snippets, you're gonna have to follow me on Instagram or um, follow me on Blue Sky. I can't recommend Blue Sky enough. It's
Blue
great.
Sky has been wonderful.
It's
It
been
feels
really
really
good.
nice.
It's a very good app. That's going to be where we are posting a lot of stuff um, moving forward. I've been consistently growing there,
I
and
think we will make an account
yeah,
there.
yeah, I think so. I think that's gonna
Funny.
be wise. While we had a massive explosion of like 2 million additional users. Um, so it's up. It's the road to 14 million is upon us on that app. So it's obviously not the
If you
same as
get more
Twitter.
at everyone's in regards to the in regards to any of the social media stuff on that account, please forgive. We need to grow it.
Yeah, yeah.
Please
We
do.
just we just
Please
have
do.
to.
Yeah.
So
I've
Yeah, no, for
I'm
sure.
also posting a lot of my recent stuff on there too. I think I'm gonna I think I'm deciding to post like any stuff from like Hylex and Carter's Quest, my personal game, World of L, and like Flipside stuff on there as well. So I think I think I'm just like straight up like yeah, blue sky core now.
yeah,
Yeah, I've got
you
to
guys
post
gotta
on there
get on
more.
there. So beyond that, I've been doing some commissions. I'm putting out a cover of a song with my student uh, who I can't say their real name here, but you may see me interact with them on Blue Sky and Twitter. Uh, uh, Shrimp City Beach is their like
Oh my
username
god.
on most things, but my student
Funniest motherfucker ever.
yeah, yeah, she's really cool. She wanted to do this cover of I'll probably show some of the cover, but I'll do it like way later after we're done showcasing stuff. Just because it's fresh and I have the project open. We actually reached out to Noah Leska, if you know who that is. She's young musician. She's like 28 out in uh, the Washington area, I guess like Seattle or somewhere near there, like Oregon, somewhere in those whereabouts. But she's kind of like an up and comer in the video game music scene. She's going to be at MagFest this year. We reached out to her to do the vocals. I've never heard her sing before, but she sent me the raw tracking today, and it was just like our She sent it yesterday, and I did all the mixing and mastering this morning. Literally the easiest work that I've done. She's a fantastic singer. I'll showcase some of that stuff later for the cover. The cover is a song called "Serial Killer" by Sunflower Bean. So if you guys don't know who that band is, they're cool. They're from New York. They're a fun band. Other stuff. Yeah, working on Hilux 3. I can't really talk about that a lot. I think Salem made an announcement in the Hylam Xylem server that they are working on the project. So they're going to start rolling out more formal announcements on social media, and you might see some work coming from their camp. As I said before, my work on the game is remaining relatively unchanged. It's gonna be like like an autonomous thing where they delegate like Mason will delegate something to me, or like Salem will have a level idea or whatever, and then I'll just write it. Expect 15 pieces from me for that project. Other stuff, Joe and I are consistently talking in the sidebar about things that we want to make. I'm involved on not one, but two podcasts. So the first podcast is with Rawest Album Covers and Inner Motion Music. Inner Motion Music is Gerald from Red Vox. He's really awesome. And then Noah is the guy that runs the Rawest Album Covers Twitter account and Instagram account, social media, empire thing. He's really awesome. We just talk about music. From the album cover. Like, we bring in an album cover that intrigues us. We listen to the record. We talk about the importance and the significance of the record, whether we're just hearing it for the first time or if we're hearing it for the millionth time. And then the second podcast is something that my brother and my sister and I are hatching, where Joe can probably talk about it a little bit, but essentially it's going to be a storytelling style podcast where we're going to keep it limited to the first series, and then if it gets picked up and people really like it, we're going to continue to make stories within that universe. But expect to experience some more multimedia stuff from Joe and I, and we've incorporated our sister as well. Jen, she's got the knowledge on podcasting and editing for podcasts, and how to get into certain networks and get into certain like podcast. I don't know what they're called. I guess it's like a podcasting network or like a hub. But we're gonna be working together. Joe's gonna be doing the writing and narrative design. I'm going to be doing music and sound design. Jen's going to be doing the editing. And then the three of us, it appears, are going to do all the voice acting for the podcast. So we don't know what it's going to be called yet, but picture like, storytelling within like a cosmic horror event that's going to be really, really cool. I think that's all the stuff that I have been up to this year. I'm starting a new band. That's like the next big thing on the shelf for me. Power Trio. It looks like three people from Amigos are going to get together to form it. It's going to be me on guitar. I think Nick Evans, who was the other guitarist, is going to play bass, and then Jarrett Walser is going to be on drums. He'll be returning as well. And our hope is that we get together and start playing out with Red Vox, because they are talking about playing out in the tri-state area, and they need a sister group to be playing with them. So that's looking like what the next big thing is. Now, that's what my goal is. You don't
Wait,
have
can I
to.
say?
You know,
Can I mention? Can I mention?
Yeah, go
Let's
ahead.
mention. Okay. So I mentioned earlier about like I got like a couple gigs like during the 2 months staying here. I actually got it like around I think like a couple weeks ago. So if anyone like has kept up with me on like both Twitter and like Blue Sky this past couple like month, I want to say a month, 2 months. I have been getting into I've been getting into like a new game recently that's still currently in development. It's known as Real Web Legends Carter's Quest. it's very I want to describe it as like if Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time was mixed with was mixed with like Devil May Cry mechanics, and then like it was like it birthed like a
Bayonetta
Bayonetta
2?
clone basically.
Why
It
the fuck haven't I played
so
this yet?
Oh, you need
no,
to.
it's please, it's so good. I cannot stand it enough. It's very good. So like
There's an
You-
update coming to like chapter 1 that I'm
You
waiting
absolutely
for,
have to
and
play it.
once that's
Yes.
out, we'll probably let you guys
That's
know
like
more about
that's
it.
like in a
because
month,
that is what
a
talk
month
is
from
involved in,
now.
kind of.
Yes, it's been out since like I think 1st of August, I believe, or somewhere around September. Or yeah, I think it was August. But yeah, it's been out for a couple months. They're going through like acts. So like it's Act 1 right now. There's gonna be a next update where it's going to finalize Act 1, and then the developer who his name is like gamedev is he's gonna start like Act 2. So but why I'm mentioning this is because the gig that I got like a couple weeks ago is that Gobadev has reached out to me because I've been like, you know, the fan artist of like the small fandom. I think the only one. But he reached out to me and he says basically like, hey, I really like your art like a lot. I'm going to do this next update, and I've been having I guess a lot of feedback on the like Steam webpage like art, like the title card art, and like he basically does not feel too confident with himself to you know, make it like not he's like he needs help with it basically. And then he basically was like, do you want help in making the next title cards? And I was like, yes, please, I would love that. So TLDR, that's basically my gig. I'm going to be helping out in the next updates.
And
Hopefully next
you've
update
shared with
I'm going to
us.
be yeah, I'm going to be helping with Gobadev on like the artwork basically for the
Oh,
Steam
yeah.
page.
You've
So
shared with us the ones that didn't get picked, and they're fucking incredible. So I can't imagine how good
yeah,
the one that
so
was
what
picked
I
is.
Fucking good.
yeah, so I did like he asked for like a couple sketches. I gave him 3, and he was like, "Man, why you gotta make it so hard for me to pick?" Because he liked all 3 of them. But we came to a conclusion. He picked one of them. I haven't shown anyone what the one that we did pick is, but I think I showed like to a couple people like what the other 2 were
Yeah.
that did not get picked, and you was like, "Holy shit." Like, whoa. But I think you guys will really like it. I've been working on it for like a couple weeks. I'm kind of going like literally all out on it. So I hope you keep like watch out on it. And like, yeah, it's again, this has been like this has been my fixation for like the last couple like months. I really enjoy it. I think it's good. I really think it's gonna become like even better as it is. Gobadev works really hard on this, and I think you should really like support it because he needs all the support.
All right. So we got 2
That's
updates out
it.
of the many people that work on this project. So who wants to share what they've been up to next?
I don't mind going next, just
Joe.
to get my stuff out of the way. So apparently, my name was mentioned enough in some other people's updates that I now have more updates that I have to give. Who the hell knew? Um, so yeah, since the last time we did this, which now is a year ago, I got a new day job, which is pretty awesome. Been at that for a while. I'm a supervisor for a couple of things, and the state of Pennsylvania has put me in charge of way too much money, which is actually pretty awesome. But besides that, my role here in the game development process, uh, a lot of it has been uh, shifting from writing to now implementation and the actual build out of things. And the artwork that has been made by our art team, first of all, is absolutely fantastic. And as I'm as we're looking at it and kind of putting the dialogue in where it has to go and everything, just seeing something that is eye catching. And I'm like, we need to do more with that. And there have been a couple of instances now where we've been working on putting things in, and I'll see something, and we'll just kind of work with that thing and just organically create something like a little side or sub quest that wasn't there before. So it's really neat to be in this mode of uh, creating something just based on these visual prompts that really work with the vibe of everything. So to the artists, thank you so much for giving us that task. That's awesome, and I love it. Um, yeah, Chuck mentioned a podcast. That is a thing that's still very much in the fledgling phases, but he did say enough about it that we're hoping that it's going to be relatively short form storytelling in some kind of cosmic event, and that's something that I don't have a ton of experience with, but I am excited to dive into that head first, as I tend to do with things. Get really excited about something, find myself completely out of my depth, and somehow land on my feet. That's just kind of how things go. Um, I guess it was. I don't know if it was the thing last year or if there was a meeting that we had in between where I had mentioned that I was working on a collection of short stories within the Flipside verse. That is still happening. That is still coming along. I did realize though that I can't release that stuff until the game comes out because otherwise it's I mean then it's like there's absolutely zero context to any of it and that makes no sense. So um no, unfortunately, we cannot have the Triests early. Um, so yeah, that is something that is still a work in progress. It's very much something that I don't want to just like slow drip. Like, oh hey, here's a story, and then like a few weeks later, here's another story. It's the kind of thing where I want to just kind of drop like an entire volume on, so it gives people some meat to be able to go through. So that's what I am working on there. But I mean those are basically my big updates, but I wanted to share with you guys my experience at the meetup because the meetup was nothing short of magical. Um, I mean, of course, we had this stuck through this event for Kayam, which was fantastic, and meeting Kayam was wonderful. And yes, Kayam is real. Kayam does exist. The physical
I'm
person
real.
in the
I'm
meet
a real
space.
boy.
Yes, physical person in the meat space, which is great. And I mean, don't care about Chuck. I see him every 10 minutes. Hex, I see about every 20 minutes. It's a little less unnerving nowadays with his face just being a full hexagon. It's a little weird. It was a little weird at first, but it's better now. Um,
Very true.
when Lucille showed up, I very much wanted to go over and be like, Lucille, it's great to meet you, but Lucille stayed busy the entire time.
I was like,
I
I
was like,
walked in and I saw you.
"Holy
I saw you
cow."
and Hex sitting at the table, and I felt so bad because I was so like swamped that the other people was talking about. I'm just gonna do these in chunks and hope they're not mad at me for it.
Lucille
I
just shoved her
Like,
trinkets in everybody's face, and everybody loved
yeah,
it was
I got
it
that shit.
was
Got that
It's-
shit
it
on
was
me.
amazing. It was amazing because I always felt like whenever I was gonna go up and say something, like, oh, I'm interrupting. She's kind
Oh
of got her
no.
whole thing going on here. I'm just gonna, we'll get around to it. And I think eventually we shared a few words during the prom photo portion. But
Yeah.
so standing there, and then from the street, a car pulls up, and this individual I had never met in real life and hadn't seen face to face on in the virtual space for about a year and a half. Um,
Me
I'm not a
neither.
particularly I'm not a particularly tall individual. I'm a roughly 5'9", and this individual towers over me, and I like to think that I have a relatively impressive beard. And that was kind of like my identity. Like, you know what? Yeah, I'm the guy on the team with the beard. All right, hell yeah. And then Spec walks up, like all 6'8" of him towering over me, with this
5'11".
magnificent. There's no way you're 5'11". You are so
She
much
was a
taller than me,
full
unless
foot
I'm
high,
short.
a full foot taller than me.
It was amazing. Either way, meeting Spec was fantastic. And but then there was somebody else just kind of like
Yeah, Monket
materialized.
Monket
It's
is
just, yeah, I
on
was
my
gonna say,
hit
Mo.
list.
Was just there, and I
Yeah.
was like, wait a second, who are you? And the voice was unmistakable. There was not a single just I heard like, oh hey, I'm like, I know exactly who you are. It was amazing. So I got to meet Monkcat face to face for the first time. I wanna I'm pretty sure I hit everyone there. It was a fantastic time. It was a lot of fun to meet everybody. We took some really goofy pictures, had a great time. Hoping that if we have pictures, if everybody's comfortable with it, like sharing maybe like the prom photo, when
I'm
if and when
I'm
we get a
editing
chance.
it now,
You're
Monkcat.
doing the edit? Okay, cool.
Do you want me to block your face out, Monk, or do you
Yeah, I
want
was
me
gonna
to?
say
Whose face is the block? I'm good.
blackout faces. Either way,
Monkcat?
at some point,
Yeah,
I
no,
think it
block
is
out my
kind of
face.
Oh, yeah, no, you can't. I can't block out Spec's face because he's got this fucking Grizzly Adams beard that I can't.
either
Dude, it
way.
should
I
literally
definitely
be
think
like blank face and just like the.
I think it's the kind of thing that comes that really is a important part of the lore of this team. Really, is that it took us almost 4 years in development for all of us to be in the same place at the same time, and
Yeah.
looking at what we've accomplished and everything really is just a testament to how we've kind of grown in this space of never really seeing each other face to face or anything, which is um, such a strange. Oh yeah, there you go. Such a
Hey.
strange. Uh, oh wow, you really aren't that much taller than me. Damn. Um, such such a strange feeling for me because I conducted so much of my business and my day job face to face interfacing with people, but being able to work with this team strictly virtually and seeing what we've accomplished so far and what we will continue to accomplish is awesome, and I love it, and I'm super happy with it. And those are all of my updates. Unless anybody has anything else that they wanted me to talk about, I'm happy to do that. Otherwise, I can punt the ball over to whoever it is throwing the ball up in 3, 2, 1. Someone catch it.
Yeah,
Way to go,
so
guys. Good job.
yeah, so I spent the entire year playing Crazy Taxi. And no, so no, but yeah, no, it's been an interesting year. Sorry, my like brain is soup. Yeah, it was crazy getting to finally meet everyone in person. And it was such a surreal experience because you get so used to just like, hearing everybody's voices and like, Joe and Chuck always have their webcams on. But yeah, no. Uh to know that they're real humans, possibly, potentially. Um but yeah, in terms of what I've been up to this year, it feels like this year I haven't been working as much on drawing stuff, but I have been working more in depth with Hex on implementing a lot of the art assets that have been made, and especially, you know, insofar as how things interact with plugins and the battle system and things like that. Uh, within the past, I want to say like, few weeks, couple of months or so, we've been working especially on like the first person animations, the hand animations and stuff. And it's been so cool, like, because the vibe of this game has always been multi artist and multimedia, to like lean into that. And, I know I've pulled together like some of the stuff that we've been working on to show. Um, but Monk and I have been collaborating more, uh, rotoscoping some of the hand animations that I've recorded to give it sort of this rotoscoped cartoony look, but still with obviously like a video of my hands performing these motions as a base. Um, so yeah, let me see. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. I started working full time as a T-trade recently, so uh it's been interesting balancing things out and figuring out like I don't know. What are you teaching? So I'm a one-on-one aide. So I work with a preschool kid. Um but yeah, let me find I pulled together some of the animation stuff and create a document for one of the ones that I'm currently working on. All right. Let's see. I know we tested streaming earlier, but
Yeah, it looks like it's
everybody
working
can see it
okay.
okay? Okay, cool. Yeah, so I have this is just like a video that I exported as a GIF. Oh, here, wait. And you can see I'm like drawing the outline here, just sort of working out, basically uh, doing sort of an even spacing of each of these frames for this like hammer attack for Danny. And I'm not sure whether or not, part of me likes just keeping the human hand in, but is intended to have like a claw hand. Uh,
all of the hand animations started out with a like shitty cosplay kind of vibe that was really fucking funny.
yeah,
But since
no,
we can do
100%.
rotoscope, there's like little edits that we can do to it, but don't consider them like entirely accurate.
Right. So here, I'll switch to streaming my screen rather than just the application so I can show this off. So like this is
Yeah,
a GIF of
at
like
least half the team works in Krita.
yeah, no, which is awesome. I cannot recommend Krita enough. It is such a versatile program. It's got so much going for it. If anybody has Krita questions, hit me up because I love this program and I will always evangelize for it. But yeah, so like this is an example of one. Previously we were playing with the idea that it would just be photographic, and this was the extent of the editing that would be done to it before it goes into the game. Um, but eventually we decided that it might make more sense not just to visually distinguish it from Hylix, of course, but also, to allow us to infuse more of our like imagination and embellish these things. And Monkhat fucking knocked this out of the park. This is his work, taking the base animation and just drawing over it, and it looks unbelievable. It's so fucking cool. Um, So yeah, I love this a lot. I'm working currently on some of Danny's. Yeah, no, this is the cool thing. So when I was shooting these animations, one of the things I kept running into was, yeah, this is like a dumb cosplay thing. Like I can't recreate a chameleon hand. You ever see those shits? They're weird.
Your hands are fucked up, bro.
They're so fucked up. But yeah, no. So I think this is a great solution, and it's so fucking cool. I love it. Look at it. It's so chunky still, and it's pixely, and I love it.
The edit done
So
here
yeah.
is that there was one claw and then duplicated behind itself to make the three finger kind of claw.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a really cool effect. I didn't even think about that. I was wondering how that was like if it was just
So
manually drawn to be
as far
bigger
as
or what.
Danny's arms go, this is the closest. I can't guarantee you can do this though. There's a bit more
Mhm.
like bulk around the hand, I think.
But yeah, so there was this stuff. There was a lot more collaboration happening with like map stuff that I thought was really cool. So like, let's see. I'll have to see if I can find the version um, just that I drew without the background. Um, but like there was this one here for the city where like Monk had asked, uh, or I think I was like, oh, I'll do like this background for the city. And this might even be like one of the work in progress ones. But basically, I drew these buildings back here and these sort of layers, and then Monk had expanded on it. And of course, this foreground here is his map. So it's just cool. It's neat, like I don't know. It's cool. I love opportunities like that just to have like an overlap in art style, in art mediums and stuff. And my hope is that people will see and be able to just sort of discern like who touched what and all that stuff. And now, having Kira and Talk on the team, which is also super fucking exciting. I'm sure like we'll look at some of like Talk stuff. Like the KQB stuff is nuts. So
Yeah. Talk
yeah,
has
so
Talk basically has like near entire custody of KQB at this point, and it's fucking stunning.
It's
Absolutely
the
fucking
it,
stunning.
got, it went from Gibby propaganda to KQB propaganda.
Which is
for
just great.
real. For real,
the,
it's so
pi-
good.
the pipeline, the
It's
pipeline, man.
wonderful. And yeah, like Talk moved across country, has a job that keeps him busy, and then like has the other gig with Carter's Quest. But even then, there's like a bunch of KQB stuff that is like really fun. And
Yeah, I can confirm Talk's just been incredibly busy.
after the
and,
bottleneck of moving around and
nuts.
stuff, it's gonna really, really pop off, I feel.
It's been crazy. What are you showing here, Spec?
Yeah, so this is one of the battle backs, and we'll see a few more of those later when we show our special thing. But I just wanted to showcase this because I thought it was really cool, and I showed this last time um, when we announced Talk and Kira being added to the team. Um, just this process of like starting from. Oh, I don't have the original photo underneath. Maybe if I disable the mask. Yeah, okay, there we go. So now you can see it a bit more clearly. So yeah, so like I started with just like a base photo, and then I did like alpha to, or I did like white to alpha to like knock it into the background and got this really cool look. So it's been cool working on these, just like taking some of the photos that I've made and finding ways to alter them. This is actually this is one of Monk's shots. And this is another thing that's been really cool to work on, is just like, taking images from other people or art from other people. Like this is some concept art that Lucille made. This is
One of
the
the
original.
earliest things I
Yeah,
made
this
for
is
the
early stuff.
for onboarding stuff. And I'm really glad that we have a way to use it. And it kind of opened my mind a lot, like, oh, there's a bunch of like shit I have lying around that we could use.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And yeah, it's really cool to be able to repurpose stuff like that. And I know certainly I
like I
have
don't know
more
if you
stuff
have
that I'm
my
gonna do the
other
same way.
one. The other one's not edited yet. You could show them really quick
That's
what's
true. Yeah.
filtered into it if you wanna pop that one
I'll
over.
grab that real quick. Yeah, that one's super fun. It's like this. You painted from a photo, right, of like a nighttime scene.
Yes. I took a photo of it was like 60 degrees at night in the middle of winter. My late grandma's birthday. It was behind the restaurant and it was like facing away from the parking lot. So like the red light is like from the warmth from the restaurant lights outside. And I love nighttime paintings. It is so like underutilized
Mm-hmm.
because it's just, it's hard. You can't do plein air in the dark. But
Right.
man, as soon as you get like the right settings on your phone or camera or whatever to like accurately capture it, like I want to paint that shit. But this is my only and one of my favorite like gouache paintings that are and it's at night. And I
It's
did
really
little
nice. Like for it's kind of
edits to it.
unbelievable. I need to mess with gouache more. It's fun, but it's very different from watercolor despite mechanically like working the same way, like with the
Yeah.
same, like I don't know. But yeah, no, you absolutely nailed it. This makes me think of, and I'm assuming you just did this on like white paper, right?
I believe I primed the white paper with like some cheap acrylics that I had.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some undertone in there. But yeah, I was looking at getting like black paper to experiment with, doing something similar like this, more dark compositions. But that's really cool. Yeah, no, I love this. So this was edited, And I'll offset it so that the sides are in the middle. Transform. Layer, transform, offset. Here we go, by width. And you can see this cool house that was added. You painted this digitally, right? Like this was added in post. Lucille?
Hmm?
You drew
Oh,
this
yeah, yeah.
digitally over the
Yeah,
painting,
there's
right? This
like,
house.
yeah, because what was there before it left like a very like scary, like just little section there, and I was like, I can keep the scariness of it, but it really shouldn't be so dark. So if you like zoom in, like I don't know what the fuck I was using, but I was able to just like gently layer and somehow get in a spooky fucking suburban house back there. It's kind of fun. Ideally,
Mhm.
this is probably a suburb battleback because it just suits, you know. But yeah, it's cool.
Right.
And yeah, so do you have the filters that you apply to this thing?
Yeah, so there's a process that I go through, and I won't do like the whole thing, but I'll showcase it here because this is the other thing. And actually, hold on, I'll change
Ooh.
this to instead of showing the screen because I don't know if it's gonna flip out when I start, opening Dockers and stuff. But it's really cool. There's this filter in GIMP, and once again, I would recommend GIMP. It's not perfect. People love to hate on it because it's not as good as Photoshop, but you know what? Photoshop kind of sucks. I say, having not used Photoshop in years. I'm sticking to it. Willful ignorance. Um, but it has this filter called simple linear iterative clustering, which is really cool and sort of chunks the image into these discrete blocks of pixels without any aliasing or without any anti-aliasing. It is aliased because it has hard edges.
This is a anti-aliasing household.
Yes, 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 yes. But yeah, it's cool. It allows you to have a high degree of control over how noisy these blocks are, or you can make them
You're
sort of
gonna
like these
turn into a
big.
Minecraft house in real time.
Yeah, it's like big.
Oh,
geek.
my
That's
homies
actually
hate
awesome how
blurred
much that
edges.
aligns. That aligns perfectly. That's
So true.
incredible.
But yeah,
That's
so yeah, that's a lot of what I've been working on has just been on implementation stuff and occasionally editing things here and there. Oh, you know what? I I should probably say I can't remember if I said this last time we did a thing, but I updated Slop Boy. So I am going to have to at some point add the updated boy to the server as emotes. But
We will keep the old ones though.
yeah, we'll keep the old ones. I love them. They're so fun. At some point I'll find the original drawings because I like drew them with marker and then just like it's like a shitty digitizing of them. It's great. But anyway, yeah, I probably yammered on enough. But yeah, a lot of fun stuff. It's been a fun year. Sometimes it feels bad when I haven't like drawn a ton, but I got to remind myself that there's other stuff going on. I'm making stuff's happening, and I don't know. It's really exciting, especially the battle stuff.
Nice. Who wants to go next?
Could go next.
Hell yeah.
See, let me pull up my Photoshop. Right. So yeah, in the past year, honestly, time has no meaning for me anymore. So what was I even doing in October of last year? I don't know. But well, most of the stuff I've been doing in that time has been like the final areas of the game, and I kind of want to keep those cards close to my chest for now. But there's I there's stuff from earlier areas that I don't think I've shown off. I think I could be wrong, but I think I've shown off part of this environment, but not all of it. If anyone recognizes it, yell at me, please. But yeah, so this is from the second level. Um, it's a museum of strange things from another world. The other world being ours. We've got an orthocone wearing sneakers. What is that? Oh yeah, I think it's a Dimetrodon. I'm forgetting my paleofauna names. Oviraptor, Hypsilophodon, Rhamphorhynchus, all in completely the wrong scale.
All the dinosaur heads are like all the people that love to. Oh, I love those tube worms up top. Everybody that loves dinosaurs in here is freaking out. You've awakened so much autism just now.
Actually, most of these aren't dinosaurs.
My dino autism is limited because I cannot play games.
Yeah, there's a blue whale, or maybe it's a humpback whale. I don't know. Some sort of moon, some sort of strange alien skeleton.
Uh-huh.
I recognize that.
And yeah, some planets from various. Yeah, this particular planet is like a something that I ripped out of like a sci-fi series I made a while back, but no one has to know that. And this Triceratops over here is it's an animatronic dinosaur that used to terrify me when I visited the Pink Palace Museum in Memphis, Tennessee. So
Oh, hell yes.
yeah, of course it had to be here to torment me again. So yeah, and there's various little guys scattered around here. Some isopod over there. Yeah, that's one. Here's another one that I don't think I've shown off. Sort of this is probably the most dangerous single environment in all the flip side. It's a grain silo. You don't want to fall in. You'll drown.
In grain.
Very, very sensible window placement. Some vague machinery. And a nice roast baguette.
Okay, Morgan, come here.
Oh yeah, and the sky is on fire, by the way.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
worry about that. Here's another one. This one's also from the Metro, the second level. Yeah, it's sort of a typical sewer scene, typical things you find in sewers. Yeah, typical Greco-Roman imagery, as you've no doubt seen many times.
Very typical fucking Greco-Roman imagery. Just an eye for a face.
Yeah, I mean that's how they looked back then.
That's what the Grecos looked like before the Romans.
Very
Yeah.
normal.
I was wondering about that. Someone's defaced this innocuous poster. Why would they do that?
So much fucking vandalism.
For shame. Also, there's going to be a little guy sitting on this rock. Just you wait. And yeah, here's another little area. Just
yeah.
little,
We were like, oh
back
yeah,
area.
we don't know where this character is gonna end up. They were gonna go in this spot, but it's kind of small. Should we have another space? And you were like, oh yeah. And then you're like, yeah, 1 second. And like you come back with this beautiful fucking love the jury sky. Oh my god.
As
the
we're
best kind of
looking
sky.
at these, as we're looking at these maps that Monka, you're showing off here, like, can you guys see what I mean here when like a map is just there and it's like your eye, like my eyes just get drawn to stuff and I'm like, you know what? We don't have anything for this. But there needs to be because good lord, look at how awesome that is.
This piece of
so
cardboard deserves a story.
I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, this map has its purpose, of course. But even the one that you had shown before, there's so much there that's like, I want to go click on that, and I want to see what that says. I want to know. I need to know. So yeah, that's been a lot of fun on my end. I'm sorry. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, I guess. So yeah, I don't know what else I should show. I guess I also did. I guess Spec showed off those things I was rotoscoping, working on some more. Is it others aren't quite ready for the limelight yet. But I don't know. Let me poke around. See if there's. Well, actually, so there's this area which I don't think I never fully shown this one off even to the other team members because it's still in progress.
I've seen that.
You are psychotic.
I don't even know where this. I don't even know
Oh,
where
yeah.
this is.
I have no
Is
idea
it-
where
Yeah.
this is, and I wrote the damn story.
Oh, is that behind the big green door?
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh my
Yeah, it's you go through this door up here, and you end up over here, and this
Yeah.
is the botanical garden. I'm still working on the background right now. It's at the moment it's just like a sort of a really warped photo of the New York City skyline. Also, hi Sam. But yeah, so I don't know, just lots of foliage, lots of
So
curlicues
lovely.
and whatnot.
Oh, the
And
little water going through with the little tiny bridge and the
oh yeah,
black waterfall under the bridge there too. Is fucking hell, dude! What the hell?
oh yeah, and so
This is the first
Extremely
time
bright
I'm seeing
colors
this.
giving
It's
out the negative
magnificent.
space. Yeah, it's really cool.
thanks. So yeah, this little model train, like I think it's it was the Brooklyn Botanical Garden that always had like little model trains running through it. I think that was like for Christmas or something. And yeah, that always stuck with me, just having little train tracks running through greenery. So as you can see, I haven't fully colored everything in yet. Still work in progress, but yeah, got train tracks running everywhere. So yeah, that's my school presentation. Hope you enjoyed it. Please clap.
Oh no, on my left.
Yippee.
Yeah, there's obviously tons of stuff that Monkcat has been working on that like we can't show because it's like, sensitive to actually experiencing in game, but like, some of these areas that are like relatively you know, like it would be innocuous for us to show it, like it's like, oh, here's a cool area, like, you know, we wanted to we as a development team obviously want to make a game that is super unique, and Monk Cats, from what I've gathered throughout working throughout this whole process of working with him, is that there's just a lot of ambition for like, making something that nobody's ever seen before, and we're really grateful to have him on the team, leading the charge in the map design and just all of the hidden lore and the visual trinkets. So everybody has a lot to look forward to with the monk maps. Who wants to go next? Seal, Hex, Kira.
I think I'll run through my stuff real quick so that it's not holding up the end. So just gonna list off things that I'm gonna work on in the future because that's like in vague terms because that is the big thing. And there's some stuff from this year. So the biggest goal moving forward for me, at least the only and or specifically the only goal that like is like a full category of things to work on is just all the remaining portraits, which I've like marathoned before. Like I think after Halloween, I'm gonna lock back in. Like I know November, December last year I worked on a lot of the remaining NPCs again from later areas in the game. And like again, it's that thing where it's like, yeah, I could show them, but like if I don't, it's gonna be so much more fun. And you'll just have the trust, and I think you will appreciate that once it comes. But yeah, like all of I think we've mentioned like a school area in the past. That, like all those guys, oh my god, that was so fun. and then a bunch of like stuff from another building that's after it, and there's a large lady. There's a large fella who is an ally who I have made, and it is put together in a way that is going to be fascinating when you see it in motion. That is incredibly exciting. But again, saving that one because oh my god. And then let's see. So I got to contribute some of my things to the whatever few concepts I had for the Sloptown swamp area that is in now, which is, and it looks so fucking cool. Monkcat did an incredible job on the portion that had some like 3-dimensional elements that I was suggesting, and he just like made the whole thing 3D, and it's so surreal and amazing. I love it. I got to contribute some battle backgrounds to Spectra, and I'm gonna keep digging around in my stuff, seeing if there's anything more fun to do with that, especially photos too. Like you can use anything, which is so much fun. A lot of battle sprites and animations to do. Let's see, and then some unique character poses throughout the game are left. Like a lot of everything that's not outside of the portrait. It's all like scattershot little detail, little stuff. Like, there's a detail on Danny that will hopefully work out. But I have to do a little bit of design work for it. But it's gonna be that can be really fun. That's another like tiny little thing. So Talk is handling almost all of KQB, but I will definitely like if not just the concept art that I've made already, I will have like some kind of hand in like the late game scenario stuff because there's some fun things coming up. But it's gonna be really good. There's Slopway has some buddies. There's some friends. And decided to not show them quite yet, but I wanted to let you know that he has some people he considers friends, his little buddies, little guys, his multicolored friends, and suspiciously multicolored, gummy, round things that kind of block your way sometimes. You might have seen one of them in Dev Drops, the big red one. And let's see, I think that's most of everything. Yep. Yeah, so just like a lot of portraits to do, and just everything else is I'm like almost done, almost squared away, and that feels really nice. It's nice. Just gotta keep making lists, keep track, because my memory has gotten very bad. But yeah, I think that's it for me. Anything else that I would have otherwise shown, you'll probably see soon when we get around to our little thing.
Hell yeah. Cool. Hex, do you want to say anything about what you've been up to?
Yeah, sure. I'll keep it very brief because it's hard to talk about the coding end of the work without like getting into the math or without just explaining what the game is.
I was gonna say you could talk a little bit about like your experience with like like you're basically on the home stretch of your game design degree. You could talk about that for like a second.
Yeah, that was gonna be my other thing, which is I'm still in school, but I'm finishing up my bachelor's in game design with a minor in politics. Don't mean to get political. But yeah, it's been a lot of work this semester, especially. We're kind of like in the back half of everything. And so I've just been doing so much work with regards to code, not just for Flipside, but for my school as well. It has been a lot of work, but I'm glad to do it because I feel like I'm learning a lot and it'll all help me in the future. So that's all good. That's pretty much the extent of what I have going on. Yeah.
Nice. So just like basically like Joe had mentioned before that him and Hex are getting together like once a week, sometimes 2 times a week, to put together like um, a bunch of stuff, just like filling the game with like side quests and NPC dialogue and interactable things. Just like there's a lot that goes into making the game feel alive rather than making the game feel like you're just looking at stuff but you're walking on rails. We want people to be able to go through the game and be able to interact with NPCs, with like geographic locations, like specific things that are fixtures within the art of the geography that will allow for a more immersive experience, and that's exactly what Joe and Hex are doing. I get updates on this stuff pretty regularly when I talk to Joe, and I see Hex a lot and talk with him a lot, so I get updates. And one thing that I can say is that they are both working really hard to take care of like such a pivotal part of the game, which is just like really like breathing like the whimsy and the life into the experience of the game. Like, if me writing music for the game is giving the soundtrack to the game and embellishing all the visual stuff, and the visual stuff exists for you guys to look at everything and marvel at the wondrous sights that the flip side has to offer. Joe and Hex have been working, and now Spec have been working diligently to really flesh out the experience of the game. So all the things that you can point and click on, and all the things that you can walk up to, and not necessarily point and click on, but all the things you can walk up to and click the interact button to get more out of the gaming experience. And that's not necessarily to say that like players are going to do that, but it is going to be an option for people to walk around and just like get more information about the game within the game. Um, Hex, does Kira want to say anything, or is she good? Like, what do you think?
She's here in call.
Yeah.
She may be like doing something at the exact moment, but
Okay.
we can see. Yeah, we'll see what
Yeah.
happens in a few.
Yeah. Because everybody has spoken. Um, so if Kira has like some stuff that she wants to show off, like I know she's got some stuff that's really good.
Kira, you should be able to talk now.
Yeah, you probably had a roll missing.
It should let you unmute.
Kira may also not be at the desk at the moment. She may have
But
gotten up a moment ago.
she's typing or was typing. That'd be funny if she
Oh,
was just like, asleep, just like.
Yeah, no, it's weird. I gave her all the rolls.
Deep rolls.
Here's in the
okay.
chat.
Kira's in chat. So
All right.
Kira will show stuff in VC.
Yeah, Kira, feel free to drop some images of stuff
Yeah.
that you've worked on, because the stuff that Kira has worked on has been really great.
Looks like Kira might be actually not having privs. I'm not sure.
It's saying that she doesn't have credentials. Is there a way that we can fix that?
That is really weird.
Only Spectre can fix it. Maybe leave and join back in case that refreshes it.
Yeah, I would try that. Yeah.
Yeah, do that. It is not smart enough to update in that way. There we go.
Hello, Repo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Duct tape
Let's
is
go.
ripped from my mouth. Thanks for letting me speak for a little bit. Well, yeah. I'm all new. I'm very new to this type of like little project collaboration thing. So sorry if I'm a little unorganized and everything, but Yeah, I mean, um, yeah. Yeah, it's fun working on this little thing. I've been really busy with just school lately. I moved across the country like talk from LA to New York, and I got into art school over here. So I've been really busy with that. So not much art when it comes to like any flip side stuff, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm really glad to be able to work on this with you guys. It's very very fun, and I'm getting a lot of experience. Anyways, I'll quit my yapping and I'll put the duct tape back on and I'll watch from the shadows. Thanks, guys.
You gonna share? You gonna share plenty?
Yeah, you should share some stuff.
Yeah, if you wanted to throw those
Yeah, you
those
can throw some
pictures
stuff in DC.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, let
You
me
don't
see
have
if
to
I can
put all of
find
them if
that.
you don't want to. Whatever you feel right.
Yeah, let
apply
me pull it
pressure.
up.
So yeah, Kira's
Nah.
This is
been
the group. This is the
Kira.
peer pressuring my mom told me about, guys. Hold on.
We're letting you know we're letting you know that these images are like as far as our concerns with like spoilers and stuff, I feel like these are fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
If that's necessary. Yeah.
Kira's been hard at work. Like both Hex and Kira have been really hard at work with their school semesters. So like workflow has obviously changed for them. But the two of them are both at really really good schools that require a lot of focus and effort. And so we're as a team we're really understanding of that. Um, but yeah, Kira's another one of these California kids that moved across the country and you know found it to be a better experience. Sorry, Californians.
Yeah, sorry, California. They left you behind for the
Um,
cold city.
Yeah,
I'm not sorry, California. Sayonara.
You can get warmer. You can't cool yourself down.
No, that's when you have to remove your skin, and like even then, it's like you're still hot.
swamp fan.
Chukudi living in the fucking messed up bowl of
Um,
heat that is Australia.
I have question. Uh, I could if I can show. Can I show the work in progress for the battle animations? Because remember, I did mock-ups before, or no?
Yeah, I think
Or
that's
should
cool.
I not put that? Should I post it? Okay, so I did like uh 2 mock-up animations or battle animations. It's oh, let me go grab it actually. Let me go grab it first for before I talk more. So the mock-ups, I only have 2 right now. It's a book opening spell animation and then a book spell book throwing animation. So like there's one animation where like you open the book and then like you cast spells from it. The other one is like is more physical and you just straight up like chuck the Bible, at an enemy. Maybe not a Bible, but like, the book I reference I used as reference is as hefty as like the Bible. If you can like get a
House of
glimpse
Leaves.
of it. But yeah, it's House of Leaves basically. I still gotta like
That thing
finish
is
that.
meaty. I saw it in person. Holy
Yes,
shit.
you saw it,
So
dude.
while you're
It
grabbing
is
that, I gotta grab
oh, yeah.
some
Yeah,
of
so
my
this is what I just posted it right now. But this is I posted in VC text. This is what I have right now. So for mock-up, I did take pictures of like my hands and like whatever book that I had in hand. Um and I kind of did just like butcher like the animation to the best of my ability. So like I didn't like take any video or anything. I basically like kind of winged it
Did
and was
photos.
like, okay, I did photos. I did just photos. So I only
That's
took
so
like maybe
cool.
like 5. I did like 5 photos, maybe 6 for like each, and then I just like chopped it together and like this is what I came up as like a mock-up. So this is how basically how my workflow is. I use a lot of reference of myself and like I don't okay, I don't technically have a No, I can't say I don't technically because I do. I use Clip Studio Paint, so obviously I do, but like I'm just very lazy to learn it. So I the next course of action instead of learning it is like winging it on my own. But I mean it works. So
Would you use Krita?
I don't use Krita. I use Clip
No,
Studio.
Or
I use Clip Studio.
yeah, or like the animation portion of the clip.
Yeah,
Or
I don't use the animation of Clip Studio. I literally just like
yeah.
I raw dog it basically.
yeah,
I'm
I've
just like,
never
yeah, this
tried
looks
using it
I
before.
was like, yeah, this looks good.
I don't animate in Krita because but the last time I did it's kind of it's a little odd. I would get used to it for sure. But
It's
like
gotten
I
better.
I had a hard time like extracting the frames. Like if I wanted to put those PNGs, like usually like I would
Exporting is a
build the
pain.
I would build it in Krita,
Yeah.
but my preference is actually dragging it into my like high school copy of Photoshop CS6 and just doing the normal, layer after layer situation. Yeah, you were a Photoshop powerhouse, and when it comes to animating anything simple, I literally just sometimes I'll pay when I'm testing an animation for Flipside, I will often screenshot my computer, which is two screens. I'll screenshot it and spam those screenshots into Photoshop, and then do the keyframing and then crop it. That's usually that's usually how I get my stuff. Um, and like I can technically do that with how like quirky the Krita thing is, but I would struggle to extract some of it, I guess. I don't know. It seemed I didn't want to risk getting myself in a situation, so I tend to just do the normal like layer by layer stuff, and then move it into Photoshop later to test it.
Mhm.
Yeah, animating without actively being able to test it is like it's 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 very tricky. I've kind of
Experimental with it.
gotten used to it. Yeah, like uh not like not in any bit like even hobbyist animator or anything, but like I've always tried to wrap my brain around like the concepts in the past, so now I'm just like doing my best to apply it and all that.
Mhm.
And it just takes a lot of like getting it getting it to a point where you can start testing it. Then it's the pacing and all that starts to make sense once you
It feels
actually have it in your
really
hands and move it around.
it feels really gratifying once you have it in RPG Maker, and I think
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
talk talk that approach of just doing those key poses and getting it into RPG Maker as soon as possible is super cool. And I love
Hey, thank
I
you.
don't know, it's super cool and I can't wait to see how it like contrasts like, throughout the development of the game, one of the things that I've always pushed for and tried to emphasize is that I don't want people to, like try to conform their style exactly to somebody else's. Obviously, on a lot of our other projects, it is, uh, I think, beneficial to have a very cohesive art style and to get that consistency. And there's good reason for that. Um, and there are, like visual rules, I guess, and like a visual language of sorts uh, that any project will develop as it grows. But I don't know. It's cool to have things distinctively different. So like I have some book animations as well, and I'm hoping that we'll have all of them in, uh, and they will look a little bit different from each other, but that's kind of the charm and the fun of it.
Games with a lot of like mixed media as on top of like you can tell which artist worked on what because of like their style like showcasing in said like media. Like I think those ones are like the most fun. I think those ones are like the most memorable
Hmm.
because
You can
yeah,
tell
it's
you
like
can tell I was a Little Big Planet kid, so I gotta my art has to be hodgepodge
it's
pile
a
of
Mod
art.
Podge. Mod Podge.
Let's see. It is 9:33.
So how about them Mets?
The Yankees are up 5-0.
Before we
fuck
risk any fellas getting sleepy, should we get into the
Yeah, the Yankees are
attraction?
still up 5-0. So fuck yeah, top of the fifth. The Yankees can come back after losing first three games of the goddamn World Series.
Dude, I didn't know I was gonna get into baseball when I was coming over here. I was like,
it's rough.
I was not I was not a sports fan like at all in California, but now I'm just like, well damn, I gotta.
Well, who's ready for the who's ready for the real October surprise? Sound off in the fucking chat.
Big moment. Big moment.
Let's
Big.
fucking go.
Big time.
Big
fucking
time. I
Big
have no
time
idea what's gonna
rush.
happen.
You gotta do
Big
it.
time rush.
Who's sharing it?
You.
Big time.
I'm not
If
doing
you
it.
can share, ooh, I mean, you have 5. Monkette said that computer might not be good enough. Stable enough.
Does someone else have it, or should I do it?
I think you could do it.
Okay. All right. Let me.
I believe in you.
Let me figure it out. Give me a second.
Where's
Yeah.
the trailer I was promised? What is this?
We gotta
What the-
make sure
what
that
the Sigma?
your screen share has the
What the scallop?
audio, but I feel like your screen shares have had audio as of late, so it's all good.
All right, I got it. I'm gonna screen share. All right, here we go, guys.
All right, don't play it immediately.
I'm not gonna do
Dude.
shit.
He is. He's doing it. He's doing it.
Everyone throw
All right,
rocks
guys.
at him.
Sorry, you missed it.
All right. Don't mind my veil of Maya and my happening now and my sunflower bean. All right, here we go.
Sunflower bean.
Unmuted, everyone.
All right. Okay. Is everyone ready? Can everyone see it?
I gotta get in there.
Yes.
Well, we'll give everyone a few moments to navigate.
This is the one moment where I will open OBS on my end in order to capture the chat in real time. Because I think
I'm gonna
Happy's
let-
gonna have to full screen this one.
Just let me know when we're ready. I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay, I don't hear any more stream joining notifications. So we're probably good.
All right, is everyone ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Yep. Horse.
Horse.
Yeah, it's a little bit meta.
Horses here.
Horse.
Most
But who was
My
who was horse?
horse. My horse.
Who was horse?
Oh my god. Horse.
Hold on, I'll try.
Yes.
You don't know how long it's been.
That was so cool. What the hell?
You know how hard it's been? How hard it's been to not talk about horses for like 4 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Makes a lot of
we
sense
have.
now.
So
The horse
we
floodgates
have-
are unleashed.
The horses are here.
we have horse
The
lore.
cavalry's
It's
here.
horse. It's horse singular.
The whores are here.
God damn it. What the horse? So yeah, we will post. You all just saw the official trailer for Flipside that isn't like a teaser or anything. We're gonna post it tomorrow, and that's gonna be on my YouTube page, and we're also going to post it to the Steam page. If everyone in here would be so kind as to
Gas that shit when it comes out.
Yeah, just do
Please,
what you
I'm
do
begging you.
best.
Yeah.
I'll post.
share it
I'm gonna
around.
post it before you do.
That's great.
And like I said,
So-
watch out for a possible like Blue Sky account as well.
Yeah, we
And
really
any other socials that we got already.
we were trying to figure out what we were gonna do with the actual implementation of the trailer, and then someone came up with, I don't remember who it was, but someone was like, what if we had KQB doing like a gamer stream, like a Twitch stream, and everyone pretty much unanimously was just like, yeah. Like that's so if you go back and watch, Monkcat worked really hard on making that chat.
There's
There's
like
a lot of
least
really
three
I haven't
things
slept
for
in
on
2
that one.
days.
there's a lot of
Dude.
really
Just kidding.
fucking funny shit that happens in that chat. I get banned for saying that the music is ass in that chat. Like,
I was
it's
in a
really-
call the other day when Monkcat
Oh,
posted
sorry,
that,
you mean
and I
poop from a
was
butt.
reading it.
Yeah, no. I said that the music was poop from a butt, and then immediately the next thing is Chuck Salmon has been fucking booted from the server.
I just like couldn't stop wheezing reading the whole fucking thing
Yeah,
to
it's
myself.
so
in the
good.
call,
the,
like,
the whole transcript is really funny, and Mugcat just like put it together
it's
in a little bit.
incredible.
And it's been good.
Not
I
the
love
take
making
credit.
It's
fake
like
Twitch chats.
live reactions.
Oh,
KQB, like,
Hex, was it your idea?
so good.
Yeah, it was. Okay, nice. Yeah, so
I
Hex
was just
came
like,
up
yeah,
with
what
the
if it was like
game
I
idea.
believe- I believe
Yeah.
originally he was going to just like present the game, and then it would do the trailer things, and then it would end with a cutaway of him. I think was the original plan, but this was ironically more simple. And I did not expect the chat to be a feasible thing for us to write in the short period of deciding to absolutely gun for that. But fucking Monka had that shit like, oh, it's so fun. It's so much fun.
It's really great.
Please read through it and
So we
oh, it's so great.
we're
It's
really
all
looking
canon.
forward to
No, I don't know if I can say that.
everything that happens in there is canon. We're really looking forward to bringing the game to you guys.
It's canon to me.
We've had in the past, we have had we've tried to come up with deadlines for when the game is going to come out, and then we take a look at the scope of it, and we realize that there's more that we need to do. But we're very, very confident that the game is going to be a 2025 release. So please stay tuned here. We know we've said that in the past, like, oh yeah, it's coming out this year, it's coming out in 6 months, but like, we're putting stuff together, and like the game is materializing before our very eyes. So we appreciate everybody staying with us and staying dedicated. We hope that you guys enjoyed the presentation and enjoyed the updates. We'll do a little bit of Q&A, and then we'll call it. But this is probably the last one that we'll do before it becomes like like kind of a party stream where we do like anniversary, like just for the homies, because the game will be out by the time we get to where we're going.
Yeah. Either that or
Mhm.
you'll see like a release trailer, One
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
those.
It's really something, and I have to say, like it's been an incredible journey, and we we're really excited for people to go on that journey. We'll be reaching out to a few people that we know to do some possible game breaking and beta testing, but we're gonna keep it closed for the most part. Just to see if there's any problems, do some bug testings and some change log stuff, and then once we're done with that phase, we will be ready to release the game. Uh, so everybody just sit tight. We're still making and shaking. But yeah, the official trailer will be posted. The trailer that you guys just saw will be posted and available to view on our Steam page and also on my YouTube account, because for some reason I have nearly 4,500 subscribers there, so it makes sense to post there. But yeah, it's like how the fuck did that happen? I don't do anything with that account. So if anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask them in the chat. We will look at the chat diligently, and we'll try and answer them to the best of our abilities for a little bit, and then we'll call it. We'll probably call it at like 10. So 15 minutes of answering questions is good.
Yeah,
Hell
thank you
yeah,
guys
hell
for
yeah.
being in the chat, being in the server for this long. And just like I know we've kept it so like quiet. We don't have the open invitations, and it's daunting to potentially open them up in some way. It kind of needs we need like there's like a little bit of work to do to make
Oh
sure
yeah, so
it goes smoothly, but that really needs to start happening.
yeah.
But
So
like
one of the
I think it's good. I think like the closest buddies are also in like kind of satellite little servers here and there. But I
yeah.
really hope that no one is gets scared off by like more people coming. I promise that it's gonna be okay. And if something's like bugging you, like let us know. Like
Yeah, no, real
send me the
quick. I
fix
just want to say I still got to work out the details, but one of the things that I really want to do soon, um, what the fuck? Wait.
There's like a
Is
like
the first sound that plays when you die? Sure. Yes. Uh, no, but one of the things one of the things that I want to work on with Grim is sort of updating the rules, making it more like using the modern sort of rule page that Discord now lets you get set up with.
yeah, Discord had
The
added a
current
whole bunch of fun onboarding stuff that
yeah,
we
there's a
can now
bunch of
do.
onboarding stuff that got added, and I think that we can make it a lot more efficient to let people in here. For a while, we closed it down just because there was some like drama with adjacent communities that was. I honestly, I'm fuzzy on the details, and I want to keep it that way. It was just some dumb bullshit and people trying to like come in here and cause a ruckus. But at this point, like things have been so relaxed uh, that
People are fairly easy to handle. Yeah, like
that's not really a
it's
concern that I have. So I think it'll be good. Hopefully
it's
we can
other
look at getting more
conversations too,
people
where it's
like on the mod
I
team.
couldn't just put an invite link on Twitter or Blue Sky even or anywhere just publicly because I can't just do that like a person, like a normal person, because there's like bots that scrape that stuff and people who also just manually scrape that stuff just to cause problems, like that kind of thing. So we got to figure out a way for it to
Yeah.
be as smooth as possible without it being just click a button and get in.
Right. I think
um,
it's fine. Like, I mean, when we distribute Discord links through Discord, I feel like that works pretty fine. And it's pretty, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's been easy to catch if people are, I can't
it's fun
even
to
think of
drop
the
like
last
a
time somebody's come
100
in
person.
just to like shit post.
Nah, I don't really.
But I mean, like there's also systems like some servers will have it so that new users there's like a delay before they can post images and shit like that. That weeds out a lot of like the dumb bullshit.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to say that hopefully soon we'll roll out some changes that will make it easier for people to come in here, you know, move away from like the ticket booth system and stuff like that, and
I don't know how to
hopefully,
pronounce this person's name. Near Nair. Working on the game in terms of the overall experience. I feel like a lot of us have learned core communication abilities to get things done um, in a way that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. It's been it's been a lot of like finding solutions to problems that are common with big projects like this. Um, Obviously, time management is something that we've all learned. Um, Communication in terms of like uh, getting meetings set up, doing these things. Uh, these presentations, like I feel like we've gotten pretty good at them. Um, Doing, just being like uh, being chill, not for the sake of the project, but being chill for the sake of like what we want to see happen in the industry. Because we know that when this game comes out, there's always a possibility that people are going to really be affected positively by this game. Um, and I think uh, that's been a big uh, selling point for me is like, you know, this game it's taken a lot to make, and I feel like when people play it, they're gonna see that and they're gonna feel that. Um, it's unlike anything that anybody has made before. I'm not hoping for like an Undertale scenario, but it very well could be that this game comes out and people really enjoy it for what it is. Um, it's it Oddly enough, there's so much stuff in it that a worry that I had was that it didn't know what it wanted to be, and then everything
Mhm.
coalesced, and it knows exactly what it wants to be. It wants to be the the most vibrant game in the drawer, with a story that has a lot of heart and a soundtrack that is infectious. It wants to be um, it wants to be somebody's game of the year. Hour long Nitro Rad video already in the future. Yeah, I think so. I've talked with James a few times about updates on this project, and he has told me like, yeah, let me know when it comes out. Vinny seems keen on playing something like this, and most recently, I don't know if anyone follows Marco Meatball. But Marco Meatball is like a guy that does game commentary and specifically focuses on music because he is a former professional opera singer. He followed me on Blue Sky, and I got into a DM with him, and I was like, dude, thank you so much for reviewing my music from Hylix 2. I'm working on Hylix 3 right now. I did music for this game and this game, and these are the updates about those games. And he was like, dude, I would love to play. I would love to like work these into my schedule. I'm super busy right now. I'm like, oh, these games that I just sent, like these tracks that I just sent you from these games, they're just links to the songs that I leaked myself. Like they're not out yet. And he's like, oh, well, like, when they come out, I'll probably be taking a look at them. So we've got three absolutely massive streamers in our corner. Um, Really looking forward to hearing more of the music and playing more just absolutely, infectious games. Um, and that's also important for, it's not to say that I don't trust and believe in the fandom to help with the diaspora of the game. But um, I think that when you have streamers looking at your game and you know uh, saying that it looks cool and that they would even consider to review it is a huge honor and also a tremendous responsibility. Which means we have to put out the very best product that we can make. Not to sound like business savvy or anything, or that it's all strictly business, but um, we're we're in the process of gathering all of those pieces to put on the board for when we release. So yeah, does anyone have any other questions? Can Undertale run on a pregnancy test? Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Who did the character designs?
Like for the main
So,
party or
so
just in general?
it's
Yeah,
really
same.
it's a mix of like everybody, right? Like you guys are all doing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Given all of the NPCs that like, not that I've like, I mean, some of them were like fabricated, some of them were just like necessary to fill the space and all that, but I've definitely worked on a whole lot of the like uh environment NPCs and stuff. I know Spectre has a whole bunch, and Monkcat has a lot of funny fellas that like when I go to
Oh, yes.
compile all my all of them, I'm like, oh my god, that guy, I forgot. Like they're so cool.
You know,
Little around.
I know I designed the human forms for the main party.
Yes.
And then when it came to the flip side forms, that was mostly you, right, Lucille?
Yeah, I think you had a funny sketch of Danny back in the day, uh, like for like concept wise, and then like
Mm-hmm.
we kind of went back and forth at least out loud on like what to change about it, and
I was
got to
gonna
there.
try to. I remember because like when we decided we were gonna do the flip side forms, I was like, oh, I'm gonna shoehorn in my like squid lady design, for Sam. So like I have a bunch
Oh
of
yeah,
sketches of
yeah.
like.
The first pass of oh yes, Frankie. Did you see? Did you see? Run that back again. Run that back again. So
yeah.
You are sending
so
messages too quickly.
that's really funny.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did a
so
there was a brief Frankie reveal that
yeah.
people probably
So
didn't
so
see.
the thing I'll say about that without like, because you guys can go back and look later and all that. But with that the first like couple passes of the character designs and like what they do with them, it was this like funky time period in like February 2022 or something, where we were giving ourselves like pretty strict deadlines just to like try some stuff out. And the scariest possible thing, give your main party characters alternate forms that could be literally anything.
Yes.
Meanwhile, I needed to like brush up on the characters in the first place, and like, you know, when I make a bunch of characters or a group of characters, I prefer like I try to go for like some kind of like theme that runs through them. Like that's when I work my best and my fastest for sure. So it started out like, you know, in order for the sake of like generating a couple concepts a little quickly, you know, a lot of the things that we were coming up with were like, they were kind of like in some element like you know, a matching set of some kind of concept, with maybe a couple hooks that were like unique to each individual one and stuff. And yeah, and early on you said, what was the Spectre, the squid? Was it, there was a squid Sam, I think?
Yeah, there was like a Squid Sam because
Yeah.
I
And
don't
I
know if
was like,
anybody here would know, but I had a character named like Sidra who was supposed to have like sort of a I don't know like probably a confluence of like of influences, but squid head, which basically just means like humanoid form, but like tentacles where the hair would be, like Splatoon style, I guess.
I remember I had
But yeah,
a tough
that
time.
was
Like, I
kind of
was
the
trying to
vibe.
put like a shell in the back of the head. Like I was trying a bunch of stuff out back when that was like, when we were working on that. But there was a couple issues that we ran in with the other ones that was just like, yeah, like this isn't like, you know, like kind of obviously like they should all be their own individual designs. It's just at the time we had to come up with the concepts quickly.
Right.
But the coolest from that set was Frankie, that we kept. We don't talk about Danny. He no one looked very silly. It's like the one concept art that I think I find incredibly embarrassing. It's not embarrassing. It's just funny. I'll probably show it one day. Myra was like kind of fun. But I guess we felt like she looked a little too like other things, or you know, it wasn't going far enough as a like alternate form kind of thing. It felt more like an outfit. Like she could dress up like this and it would look fucking awesome. But we needed like something better. But it's really cool. And there was like there's old concepts that I tried to pull in, like I was just picking from like what do I have lying around, like, oh, I drew the Earthbound characters once with flowers for hair one time. Is there fun matches for these guys? Like I was just like, you know, pulling anything that I had lying around. Same with like Spectra. I think there was like, oh my god, this one was so cute. It was like a Sam bear at one point, like a teddy bear, kind of like a plush bear
Yes.
kind of
Yes,
Sam. Oh my
yes.
god. That was so brief but so cute.
Yeah, I think the idea was we were gonna make it so that the hoodie design, like the hood, had kind of like a bear thing going on.
Right,
Um,
yeah.
but you know, I think for whatever reason, maybe it was just trying to like it was awkward working it into the sprite in a way that communicated well, and I was just
Yeah.
like, okay,
You don't get to
it'd be
see it
such a
often,
like
so it might as well not be there kind of thing.
right.
Yeah, it was really cute though. I'm sure one day, yeah, one day you'll see something like that in like a
I
collection
gotta
of
get that
comics.
hoodie someday, man.
Yeah, we gotta get those hoodies. Hoodies gotta be real. Like we will do our best, guys. But like, you know, it's I am like, I got my embroidery machine. I'm gonna try. Uh, you know, I don't have much experience in shipping stuff out, which I know is gonna be very. That's the part I'm most like. That's like, you know, that's like the trickiest thing. Oh my goodness gracious!
Oh yeah.
So fucking cute. So fucking cute. The baby. That is so adorable, my god.
Yeah.
Sam is just lovely. They're all so great. Myra's flip side form when
Yeah.
like her sprite and stuff is great and all, but when I sit down and like draw her like freehand, like with pencil and stuff, she is so cute. She's so fucking cute. Oh my
Yeah,
god. And
the character
I
designs in
didn't
this
get to
game
show
are really
Myra
potent.
from last year. I just never I never put like that compilation of art together for after her reveal, but I will be probably doing that soon now with the trailer going out. Which is probably better timing anyway. We were all chilling for a year. Now it's time to fucking cook. And don't bug me too much about Frankie. I don't know what I'm doing yet, even though you've seen you've seen like you're gonna see like a little bit.
Dude, that design slaps.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
I'm
If any,
Loken.
if anything,
I am Loki.
if you guys get like more of a look at it, or you know, like the turnaround sprite, whatever, all that, it'll probably be in this server, but not shared externally. Like, we're at this point like very particular about stuff that's like in the later game for sure. And you know, I've always been that way about Frankie, but like, yeah, like, it'll be mostly in this server. Uh, anything that goes that far. While the outside, to the people who are, you know, just need to be sold on the concept of the game, they can go in like more blind, you know. It's gonna be fun.
Hell yeah. So it seems like a good place to call it so that we don't break Happy's computer.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. And we'll
if
have a
I
nice cutoff point, because maybe we can move to slot pit for a little bit so that you guys can
yeah,
yap and freak out.
yeah,
And we can
more
watch the
people can.
trailer over and over and over again, like I did yesterday. I think I watched it like 16 times in a row.
Yeah, Lucille, you can be in charge of that if you want.
Yep.
I'm gonna call it. I've had a long day. Do you have a
Yeah, no,
copy of the
same.
trailer?
I saw the link to it on the drive.
Okay, nice.
I
All
mean,
right.
is it the same one that Monkette uploaded as like a private
I
thing?
think there's a final. There's like a double
Okay,
final.
okay.
that
I
Monk can
love the
I mean,
Sam
that's fine.
alert emote. That's so
Um,
good.
so if anyone has
I
any
think I have. I
questions,
think I have access.
yeah, Monk, if you could send
Yep.
the link to
Yeah,
I mean
it's in the dev server. I got it. I see it.
okay, cool.
And
So
then
there's
so that trailer is out kind of like tomorrow morning situation.
yeah, I'm gonna load it to my YouTube tomorrow. I've got a
Cool.
bunch of work to do with songwriting and stuff.
Yes.
And tomorrow's Halloween.
Yep.
Everybody, you know, have a fun and safe time. Um, Joe and I are parents, so we have to,
Yeah.
like do Halloween stuff with the
Halloween's
kids.
the best time of the year, man. It's the best.
All right,
Trick or treating
so
is real.
it's
It's
great.
real.
So if anyone has any questions, you can hit us up in this server. You can at us or like ping us or whatever. We're always
Use
happy
the
to
flip side of
to
Talking's
answer
channel that if
questions.
you want to ask
Um,
anything else.
yeah,
That way
yeah.
it's in
And
on paper.
I will. I'm gonna go. I'll see you all very soon.
Same night, everybody.
Yeah,
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
We'll be putting it on the Steam page tomorrow and YouTube as well. Everyone have a good night.
All right. Good night, guys.